everybody. Welcome back. This is Trapped in the Timeline. I'm Half.
And I'm Dre.
And this is episode 13. And what we're going to be talking about today is, does social media hold people accountable, or does it judge too fast and ruin people's lives? Now, Dre, off the top, off the ripper, what are you thinking on that topic right there?
I think it ruins people's lives.
You do? You think it ruins people's lives?
That's the side I'm on. I think it ruins people's lives.
So you think people, but I mean, and that's for all cases, or is that just some cases, or what? Because sometimes I think it could be deserved that some people need their lives ruined, man. When you're saying some racist shit. I think so.
Sometimes people are just playing around, and a playful joke can turn into you losing your job, losing your career, losing your home.
Yeah.
And you telling me that's okay?
No, and like I said, it goes a case by case situation. So if you're playing around, and it depends what type of playing you're doing, because some type of playing, sometimes you could be going too far. Like, we're at work and I don't know you like that, and you're playing with me like that, and I'm gonna be.
But
hot.
I'm just playing. Now, if I told you a bad joke at work, this bad joke's not gonna live forever. You may tell a few people, but if I put it online and I put this bad joke out there, and now my boss sees it, and my boss may not agree with it, and now I'm fired the next morning. And now I done lost everything because of this one little joke that I told. And I may have thought it was funny, but it probably wasn't to you. But now the whole world sees it and judges me off of it, and I lose stuff because of it.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's just the thing about when you're in a professional setting, though. You got to always stay professional. That's what I always tell people, especially when it comes to your job and stuff. You do got to really be careful, because like you said, you will be judged. You know what I mean? And you are judged. And people, like, when it comes to a business, if you're working for somebody's business and you're representing something that they don't represent, you know what I mean? That could be bad for their business, then,
Yeah. I mean, hey.
But I do see in other situations.
I don't think you should be held that accountable for it, because they do it too. You play around on the internet too. So why are you taking stuff so seriously?
Right. Now, I mean, when you say they are taking it to, like, who you talking about, like, they do it too? You talking about, like, the bosses?
Talking about the bosses too. Yeah, they have phones.
Yeah. No, they definitely do stuff. They
got phones. How you think they saw it?
Now, we know that it ain't fair, but life ain't fair, and shit happens.
I'm saying life is fair, but I don't think it should mean that much, because you know what I'm saying? Everybody from your company probably does a little something that you don't approve of, but you just probably don't get to see it.
Yeah, no, I mean, that could be true, and that's why I go back to, like, man, when it comes to the jobs, it's just stay professional, man. That's always the best case. Do you have any examples of anybody that, or any celebrities or any big people who've had their lives ruined through social media?
Well, the most hottest case right now, the Landmark case with the girl that's going up against them, talking about she was addicted to social media. Now, that happened in 2026. That's the most recent case. But we have other cases going back to, like, 2013. You have people that the one flight attendant, she's on the flight, and she's makes a crazy little post, and they don't have Wi-Fi while you're flying, so she's on the flight, they're flying. Soon as she step off the flight, next thing she know, this posting went viral. Everybody done seen it. They don't really like it.
And what?
Boom! She gets fired. She gets fired.
What did she say?
I'm not exactly sure what she said in the post, but it was something. I can look it up. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, look that up, because I'm interested to know what she said, because if she said something that's like racist or something that's degrading to somebody, or something really out of line, then yeah, I mean, you should know better.
Okay, she tweeted a joke about AIDS.
God damn it.
She tweeted a joke about AIDS, and she was on a flight, 11-hour flight to South Africa. Soon as she steps off the flight, boom, she's fired.
That's the thing.
A joke. It was a joke.
Okay. She's going to South Africa, right? Where does she? Hopefully, she's not going there for any type.
She's a flight attendant.
She's a flight attendant. Got you.
Okay. So she works on the plane. She could be going wherever the flight's going. That she's not from South Africa. She's just on. She's a flight attendant.
But I was thinking maybe
that's her job.
That's
her job.
Okay, got what you're saying. All right.
So when she gets off, now she's fired. Now she's no longer a flight attendant. She may go ahead
and that's the thing.
Be in South Africa for a bit now.
because you're representing who when she did it during work. She probably has her uniform on.
She
You know what
did.
I'm saying? So
But we
she's
all use our phone during work. Don't act like
yeah.
she's the only person that's using
No,
her
and
phone
I
during
don't.
work.
But and when you're working for somebody, you can't. You're not supposed to.
Well, everybody
You
does
know what I'm
that.
saying? Yeah,
I don't care what company you're
want
working
to.
for. No,
Yeah.
everybody be at work and be using a phone.
Yeah, I no, I understand what you're saying, but you're not supposed to, right?
You're not, but we all know
And
that we
if
clearly
you're
know that you
you're
done made a
if you're
poster to it while you were working.
yeah, and if you're taking pictures though, bro, and you're posting it to social media, and you have the business the uniform on, and you're making those type of jokes like about eight, like that shit ain't fun. Like people dying from that shit. You kids that don't even have a chance in Africa.
See,
where
you're
she's
upset
going.
about it. You're upset about
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
you may be just like
Because
the boss, and
that's not
you're out of
cool.
here.
That's
you
what
know.
damn right. You know,
But what
certain
if
things.
she's worked there for a long time and maybe you bought her and you known this woman and you're probably a little like you're not gonna give her a little.
I would talk to her.
Why is it just so boom? Like you're out of here. No leeway. No, let's talk about it. Or
Well, I
this is a
think for the
one-time
bigger, I
offense.
think for the bigger companies, what could happen is a big profit loss. And at the end of the day, that's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care
Okay,
about
well, you say big companies, and now what did I just say?
it's an airline company.
Their bosses are using it too. Because check this one out. In 2012, Adam Smith, he was a successful CFO. So he's probably the boss.
Yeah, he's the chief financial officer.
And what does he do on the job? Films himself talking crazy about a Chick-fil-A employee that was talking about same-sex marriage.
Oh, right. Oh, Chick-fil-A and same, yeah, because the whole okay. Yeah, I mean, and he should know. He should have known better. You're the CFO, bro. Like you're making a bunch of money. You're not like what? That's what I'm saying. To me, like I don't understand why people go like, yeah, you could use your phone and do that, but why go on there and say shit like and think it's a joke? Like, or is it? Are you a comedian?
I don't think he is. He's a CFO. He's not a comedian. That's not his serious job title.
That's a serious position. You know what I'm saying? And your customers. That's the thing. Your customers are everything. Your customers aren't just one group. Your customers represent many groups. So if you're in business for profit to make money, you would think you're not going to put anything out there that would hurt a certain group. That's what my understanding. I mean, as a good businessman, I mean, that's how I look at business.
Clearly,
I want all business.
Clearly, he did not. He clearly did not think about it that way. He picked that phone up and he wanted to say something. And that's what he did. Now, he was held accountable for it and it ruined him. So, and after everything he built and everything he worked for to get to this high level position, and now it's gone in an instant over a post.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can,
over a post.
That is.
So he could tell his employees not to do it, but then you do it.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like you said, everybody's guilty of it, no matter what position. You could be at the top or you could be at the bottom. And that's the thing about social media, man, is so people want to, I'm going to put my opinion out there. Or I'm going to put this out. I want people to think I'm funny. And that's the problem with social media. It entices you to want to do things that, that really, you would not have done before even think about it.
And this is trapped in a timeline. So that's a little bit what falls in there because these people got trapped in a timeline in a bad way.
They were trapped
in a bad way. And that's what we've been trying to tell y'all. Get off these phones in a bad way. Something like that in a bad way, because you could have not done that. I mean, this lady could have waited maybe about a couple more hours and you was in the air and you wouldn't even be able to make that post because you didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But just because you got it in right before you went on that flight, now you get off and you no longer have a job. And now this lives with you for a while. It's hard for you to even get another job because when they do the name search, guess what pops up?
All that stuff.
All that negative stuff.
All that stuff.
So it's canceling their culture. And I mean, that's what we're talking about in this cancel culture. There's other little meanings for cancel culture as well. So we don't want y'all to get it mixed up.
We're talking about through social media.
We're talking about through social media. Yeah. And
I mean, because social media reaches everybody faster than anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it is ruining when you use it in a bad way. It will ruin your life.
And like, you got to be responsible. You know what I mean? Straight up. Especially if you're an adult and you're in a position like that.
That's
Yeah.
what we don't talk about is bad posting. These are cases of bad posting.
Yeah. Something that you may think is funny is not funny to somebody else. And if it can cost you your job and all that stuff, it probably just not worth it. If you're working in like a government job or the county or, you know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? Especially those type of jobs, you better be careful. So what other celebrities have kind of been canceled? I mean, you got like Diddy with that whole stuff. Like
Okay.
social media kind of did a job on everybody the no Diddy thing.
Well, now they're
You
they're,
know,
they're basically using him for just content now.
I
That's what
know.
everybody's just doing. It's like kick
Yeah,
him while he's down
right.
kind of thing going on there.
I mean, he did it to himself, so
But everybody's still jumping on
yeah,
piggybacking off of it, because this fool was ruining himself. He knew he was going to trial, wanted to film himself doing all of that. So
yeah. And
it,
that was
it,
crazy. And then,
he was trapped
man,
too because he didn't really think it was going to happen. So he's thinking he gonna use this for his own content, and it backfired.
And that guy, and he didn't pay the videographer, and that guy sold it. And
Of course, he
sold
didn't
it
pay
to
that
50.
motherfucker. Why would he? I mean, shit, that's Diddy. You know how he
Man.
get out. Shit. Yeah, he
Kanye, he got canceled through that whole, like the whole when he was talking about the Jewish people thing, his
Once
rants
again,
and stuff.
right there. And Drink Champs could have fucking censored that shit, maybe edited that part, but why didn't they?
Yeah, well, I don't know if that was all from Drink Champs though. I think he had some tweets and stuff too where he was saying some shit.
Yeah, he
as
was
well.
going at them because they
Yeah.
run the industry, and he was a little upset.
Yeah, they run everything.
And I mean, if you know that they run the industry, I mean, you went at them, and that's what happens sometimes when you do that. But once again, that was bad posting of him doing all that stuff because look what it got him. It ruined him.
Yeah, it did.
So I mean, he can still make a kind of a comeback.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Kanye.
actually performing this weekend at SoFi.
So everybody go check out Kanye at
He's
SoFi.
performing at
You know that.
SoFi.
Social media tried to
This
ruin
weekend or
him, but
next weekend.
I think he's not gonna let it get to him. He's gonna still do his thing. He's still gonna be.
Man, I like the early Kanye. That was my guy.
I mean, social media ain't gonna destroy him. He's still Kanye, man.
No, it wasn't. MAGA destroyed that guy. It wasn't social media. Let's see. Okay, I mean, you got a bunch of different cases with this stuff, man, and we're just trying to figure out, where you guys stand about the whole thing.
Let me ask you this one right here. What do you think about this? Do you think parents are using their kids to get social media money?
Oh yeah, they're exploiting.
They're exploiting them to get that
parents do
social media
that.
money.
Yeah, they're
So,
absolutely doing that.
That's another angle that people ain't talking about. They trying to act like, oh yeah, I don't want these kids on this social media, but once they start seeing that check, oh yeah, get a little buddy out there and let's see what he can do.
Right.
Yeah, we like that. That money coming to me now. So it
And
happens that way too.
Also, big brands get canceled. Like Target, they got canceled earlier this year, or it was last year. With the whole DEI. Once those companies and stuff started pulling those DEI programs and
A
stuff,
lot of people not shopping at Target.
yeah, people they stopped shopping. You know what I mean? And that shit. And then now they're like, oh, well, we may bring some of those programs back. Like, yeah, I bet you are.
You better. Or your stores are gonna be looking like ghost towns.
Apple and Amazon kind of went through the same thing.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So it hits everywhere. So everybody can get trapped in a bad way. But we got good people out there that do use it in a positive way. But you can look and see that it happens on every level. And that's why I'm saying I don't think sometimes it shouldn't be held so accountable to where I just hit rock bottom off of this. Because I mean, sometimes some people are just joking around having a little fun.
No, and I understand that. It's, you know what I mean? And people are like really, like apologetic and, I don't think they should just be ruined their whole lives, especially just something they said. But if it's something like this straight vile.
But what do you think about the one? I don't know if you heard the story about the little girl that they were the little fight video at the bus stop, and then she ends up dead, and they posting the video and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they not thinking much of it, but really now it turns into a crime, you know?
Yeah, that's just
Those
sad. I mean, at
those
the end of the day, there's nothing, because everything is being filmed, man.
and that ruins the kid's life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I got this fight video of me out there getting my ass whooped, and and it's circulating. Like, damn.
But you said she died, right? So
She was in the hospital.
Oh yeah. Now, it's been a lot of. That's what I'm saying. It's just yeah, man.
And it stays there forever. It's a permanent stain right there until the algorithm pushes that shit out. And that could be years before it pushes it out because it's a hot search, especially if it went viral. So, bam, they search your name. That's the first thing that pops up for whatever you trying to do. If somebody search your name,
yeah, no,
you search your own name and you ain't happy with
it. No, that's it.
So,
what about have you heard of like any stories or anything where people are losing their jobs from like old posts that they posted and people they're coming across like these old posts and people are sending the bosses like, hey, this person posted this back, a couple of years ago or whatever, and they lose their job.
I haven't researched that right now to see that, but I know that can happen as well. Some old stuff can surface and somebody can be a little like turn a little naked eye to it, like, man, this fool posted that. But it could be, something you posted back a while ago. Now, I don't think you should be held accountable for that because, I mean, that's your past. And, you're not judging me off of that. Like, damn. Like, so I can go look at all your little posts and judge you off shit you did about 9 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, come on. Like, that's what we're doing.
That's what they're doing. So, what about, do you think forgiveness is possible on the internet or once it's over, once you're ruined, and it can't be like,
fake love? That's that fake internet love right there. You can't apologize and do all this stuff and think you're gonna get some genuine, sympathy and respect back from somebody. Man, if you really want to apologize to somebody for something you did, now you may have to if they want you to do that because you defame their character on the internet and they say, hey, well now you got to go do that back on the internet, you know what I'm saying, to clean that up. That's a little bit different, but you would have that face-to-face conversation for them to tell you to go do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to apologize, that shit you said on the internet was fucked up. Go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, take that back on the internet.
No, but do you feel like forgiveness is possible the other way? So not the person who say tweeted out something or whatever, but the people that canceled them. Do you think it's possible to kind of convince them to forgive that person, or once they're ruined, they're ruined?
Oh, you mean like a company or their job? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Like
the people that got fired, like would they ever the company be like, you know what, we kind of
not the not just the company, but the people who were on social media like trashing them. Like,
you just mean social media, period. The people they don't
can
know.
they forgive? You think social media can, once they cancel somebody, can they also forgive that person and then
Well, that person just has to become popular again, and the social media will forgive you. Once you become hot again, then social media will forgive you because they didn't really know you. They're just going with what the hot story is. So if your hot story is, oh, remember the guy that did this and now he's doing this and he's doing something productive or something cool or something that's making money, and you know what I'm saying, and they still watching. Well, now it's just like one of your favorite artists going down and coming back up.
And then so it is possible for forgiveness.
It is possible. It is possible because they don't really know you, so it's possible. All you got to do is just show them that you winning again, and they back on it.
There it is. That was episode 13, Trapped in a Timeline. I'm Half.
And I'm Dre.
Get back with us on the next episode. Till then,
we out of here.